Hello and welcome to another useful video. Today is a super exciting day because we have the Lemfo Lem9 in the studio for a full review. To start, we're going to cover the specifications of the smartwatch, and its main feature is a 5 megapixel front camera that you can use to make video calls. Additionally, it's got a 4G LTE connection, Wi-Fi, IP67 water resistance, Bluetooth 4.0, Android 7.1.1, and it comes in blue or gray. Additionally, it's got 16 gigabytes of storage and 1 gig of RAM and a dual chip architecture. Next, we're going to cover the styling of the Lemfo Lem9. And the first thing that you'll notice immediately is either the striking blue or the gray color for the watch. I also noticed the bands. While they're very nice and have a good feel to them, they're a little bit hard, and they also aren't removable or replaceable, which is kind of a bummer. However, having said that, your eye immediately draws itself to the front camera and the blue power button, which is a really cool touch. The gray version of this watch has a red power button. The other thing you'll notice is that the screen is very nice. It's got a very glossy, smooth finish to it. Feels very good when you're touching it. On the back of the watch, you'll have your SIM cover, the heart rate monitor, the charging port pins. That is the speaker opening. There is the microphone right there. So everything is really on the side of the watch as far as the speakers is concerned, and we'll get to the sound quality shortly. Overall though, this is a very nice looking watch and something that you can definitely be proud to wear, use, and enjoy on a daily basis. It's definitely, in my opinion, one of the better looking smartwatches out there. If you're familiar with other smartwatches with the Android 7.1.1 operating system, the Lemfo Lem9 will feel at home with you. It has the basic menu architecture as most other smartwatches running this processor and operating system. Now, the nice thing about the Lem9 is that it does have a full version of Android, which is the 7.1.1, and it's not Wear OS. This means that you can download pretty much any app and use it with confidence on this smartwatch, which is really nice. Additionally, you can really modify the settings and log into all of your Google specific apps and suites so that really, if you have a smartwatch running Android, it's a very natural progression using the smartwatch. Additionally, it has things like the heart rate monitor and the Google voice search, your Google Assistant, and the ability to access the Play Store, the maps, and really use it like a phone. And that's the biggest positive of this watch. You can certainly leave your cell phone at home and use this watch on your day-to-day journey without having to worry about taking a call or a lot of the other issues that you might face with a regular smartwatch. In terms of smartwatch storage and RAM, the Lemfo Lem9 is equipped with 1 gig of RAM and 16 gigabytes of storage. After downloading some apps, I had used up 5.83 gigs, and most times you'll use about 829 megabytes of data. The Lemfo Lem9 sports a 1.39-inch Amoled screen with a resolution of 454 by 454. It's got a high chroma and contrast ratio, and the screen looks amazing. Seriously, this is one of the best AMOLED smartwatch screens that I've seen, and I've tested a lot of watches. The high chroma and high contrast ratio really provides eye-popping colors and makes this display a joy to look at. You might be thinking that everything sounds really great so far. Well, let's listen to the speaker.
I can feel it in the air tonight. Do you feel it running through your veins? It's like creep.
and here's a sample of the sound recorder. Hello, this is an audio recording of the Lemfo Lem9 microphone. This test will test the microphone quality, the playback quality, the speaker crispness, and the overall fidelity of the recording. Again, this is done on the Lemfo Lem9 smartwatch. Hello, this is an audio recording of the Lemfo Lem9 microphone. This test will test the microphone quality, the playback quality, the speaker crispness, and the overall fidelity of the recording. Again, this is done on the Lemfo Lem9 smartwatch. Okay, useful videos. The speaker is pretty great. The microphone is so-so, but can I hook up my Bluetooth headphones?
I can feel it in the air tonight. Do you feel it running through your veins just like kryptonite? There's a sun is shining up above, and the night is just as young as both of us. So let's just stay together, make our own forever, be my guilty pleasure.
Wow, that's pretty great. But can I make a phone call with the Lemfo Lem9?
Thank you for mobile. Para español, marcador. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. To re-up your service, say 1.
One.
To line your account, say 2. To
One.
transfer your phone number, say 3.
Unfortunately, while it can make a phone call without any issue and it has a strong signal, the microphone on the Lemfo Lem9 just isn't good enough to pick up our voice clearly. Therefore, the robot on the other end can't understand that I'm saying 1. And this is a shame because this is the second Lemfo watch that I've had with a bad microphone directly from the factory. Well, that's a bummer, but tell me, how good is this data? The watch is supposed to be a 4G LTE connection, so with a SIM card that's capable of 4G LTE speed, what type of speed are we getting? Well, with the fast.com test, I got about 700 kbps. I then switched it over to the Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi is 50 Mbps, and I got very close to that, so the data connection is pretty strong. Also, I ran the test using the Wi-Fi hotspot, and I got 1.3 megabits of speed, which is really great. And as you can see here, I'm using the Lemfo Lem9 wireless hotspot to get internet access on my laptop. So yes, this does work, and it does work well. Just make sure that you have the data saver off and that you've configured your watch correctly for the portable Wi-Fi hotspot. The best part about having an Android smartwatch is the ability to change the watch faces. And the beautiful thing about the Lemfo Lem9 is that there's so many different types of watch faces available, not only installed on the watch when you first start it up, but also through the Watch Face store. They're all free to download, and there's so many different varieties. It's really amazing. So, how is the front camera on this watch, useful videos? And have you tested a video call? While I don't have a video call in this video review, I have tested it and it does work. But here are some pictures that I took with the Lemfo Lem9. Just please be aware that the location of the camera really only lends itself to taking video calls. Taking pictures in focus and using the button to take the picture is very difficult. So just one thing to keep in mind, I do think these pictures look okay though, which is a very good thing, and here's a video sample. This is a video recording of the Lemfo Lem9 smartwatch. This video is testing the audio quality, the recording quality, the picture stability, the overall color saturation, the contrast, the shadows, and the overall enjoyment of the video. Now this Lemfo Lem9 has a front-facing camera, so you have to be creative with how you hold it when you're taking videos. Again, this is the sample of the Lemfo Lem9. So useful videos, what is your final verdict on the Lemfo Lem9? Well, that's a really good question, and my answer to that is pretty simple. I really like this watch. I think the screen is amazing, the speakers are great, it worked really well when I've used it, and I really like the overall look of the watch. Again, I did use this watch to make some video calls, and that works great as well. The 4G LTE connection is strong, the menu is laid out well, and with Android 7.1.1, you really can download and use a lot of different apps. The microphone was kind of a letdown, but hopefully on different watches that Lemfo makes, it won't be an issue, and maybe I just had a dud. But overall, I can really tell you that the design, the screen, the speaker, the menu, and a lot of other things about this watch are really great. The 5 megapixel camera also does take pretty good pictures. It's just really awkward to angle them correctly and also hit the capture button without getting your hand in the picture. Overall, if you want a smartwatch that can make video calls, I definitely think that this is at the top of my list. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you and have a wonderful day.